we have a pro qualifier standing with us. And look at her, she's absolutely bedazzled in her bikini. So which category did you compete in?
So I participated in Miss Classic Figure and Miss Fitness Model.
Wow. So what was the journey like, and can you please tell us your name and your story?
Well, the journey has been a very long one, not a very short one. My name is Sudiksha Mukherjee, and my fitness journey started like almost 7-8 years back. My first stage was with ICN Federation in 2022, where I finished silver in sports, and from there I have been into this desire, dream, manifestation that I'm going to prep well, take my time, and prep for gold was in my head. I didn't expect a pro qualifier, but today here standing with a pro qualifier gold in 2 categories really feels amazing.
So what motivated you to start lifting, going to the gym, and getting into this competition sphere?
Yeah, honestly, I was never into any kind of health and fitness regime. In fact, I was not into any sports as well. And it was ill health, the pain of ill health, that made me start just taking care of my diet and exercise. But when I touched weights, I think it was an area of life which I'd probably never explored. It helped me find my new self, and every time I broke a barrier, like be it a bicep curl from 2.5 to 15 was like a victory. And then my first coach, she said that if you have this kind of resilience, why don't you try this? So this was like a different ball game. I don't come from this background. In fact, I think I'm the first one in my family to do this. And then rest is history, because it's more than motivation now. I'll say I'm addicted to it.
What you've done is mold breaking, because a lot of women, they don't want to touch the weight section at the gym. Still to this date, we're seeing more and more women participate nowadays in natural bodybuilding and these competitions. So what do you think about that women not touching weights in the gym and everything?
Yeah, I think it's the lack of knowledge, awareness, and people don't want to explore knowledge but just want to shirk it away with myth and fear, because it's very easy to pile up on the myth and fear factor first, because it's easy. But when the moment you start piling up muscle through weightlifting, through strength, through better joint health, you understand the value of it. And then I think the rest of it is another pathway that opens up. So to have a better physique and better health, weightlifting is really the key. More and more women should do for their hormone health, for their bone health, and if you really want to, be absolutely independent in the long term in life.
You mentioned hormone health and bone health, but what about mental health? How has it impacted your mentality and your day-to-day mental health in life?
That's a very good point that you've brought in, and I really appreciate that, because sometimes I feel there is so much that you've gained in a fitness journey that you forget some points when you're answering questions like this. I would say it has been a huge mindset shift, growth mindset, where you understand that it's not only about the competition out there. When it is you versus you, that's the biggest win, like how I was in my first competition versus now. And I would say it has impacted every way in other things that I do in life. I am much more productive and thinking rationally, and I think nothing but fitness can infuse the most pragmatism in you, right? You become very practical, that this is what you reap when you give so much of actions. So yeah.
Could you tell us some moments from your journey where you've applied the growth mindset to break through some barriers?
Actually, I have a very interesting story this year when I was really sure that I'll go ahead and do the comp and everything. I fractured my foot in the month of June. So it was a toe fracture, metatarsal fracture. And I really thought that, no, I just cannot do it. It was definitely my coach, Dipankar sir. He kept on pushing me, but there was something in my head that, every time in life, if I have missed out on something, it's because I left it. Some obstacle came and I just thought, okay, just leave it. And there are more voices around saying, yaar, chhod do, kya hoga? But this time I was like, yaar, every time I've left it, let me try not leaving it. So I kept on to home workouts, doing upper body workouts, and gradually, as and when it recovered through the right doctor's help and my coach's help every single day. And I would also say family support, even if people think that, this is something weird, what is the person doing? When you have a family support who say that, okay, it's different, but it's bringing the better out of her, that kept me going. And when I finally stood on my heels again, these kind of heels, and I started posing after like almost 2 months, I was like, I can do anything now.
Wow, that is awesome. So describe the feeling that you were going through once you were being given the pro card and the champion posing award. What was going on in your head at that moment?
Honestly, I was thinking that, oh, is this it? And is this how all the athletes have always seen on the stage from the other side of the table? Is this how it feels? It was very surreal. And the way the judges, they just don't treat you as athletes. They come up on the stage, hand over, and say that this is why we are giving you this. So you really feel valued. You really feel valued, and it feels that, all right, that not giving up and doing the every bit of last thing when you don't want to do, it really makes sense.
From being the first one in your family to start lifting to being one of the elites and joining the club of holding pro qualifiers. That is an amazing story, and thank you so much for talking with us. Congratulations, and I hope you keep competing, and I hope you keep inspiring more women to keep joining natural bodybuilding, because I know it's been life changing for a lot of women. It's been for you. So yes, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.